Hello, my YouTube friends and family. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I hope you're blessed. I know you're blessed, and I hope you're doing well. I just have a quick word. I have been kind of on the down low in the past month or so. Actually, the past year. You all know these things. I've had a lot of things come up, and been a lot of trials, a lot of battles, a lot of mountains to climb. But God's still doing the work, and all of us, even me. But I do want to encourage you. I know that there has been a huge storm, a huge warfare that's been going on. I know it's not only just with me. I know a lot of Christian friends and you guys out there that have been going through everything. It seems like the enemy has thrown everything but the kitchen sink at us. Everything. I've had the past month sickness, several sicknesses, several issues with that, work issues, several issues with, the regular persecution, gossip. Also, a few of my family members and, even my mother and my sister and things, being stabbed in the back from your family and, feeling like you really are alone, and a lot of, financial burdens and things, because I am on my own and on myself, and it's been very hard. And, we go on faith, and, nothing pleases God better than having faith. And, when the devil comes at you and tries to take things from you that are rightfully yours, do your due diligence to stake your land, to stake your claim upon it, in God's words, and to speak it forth. I've been staking my land, actually prophetically and physically putting stakes and saying, the enemy can't have my home. He can't have what's mine. My finances, my family, my children, my health, ministry and all that. And, in the past month too, God has opened doors, but it also says in the Bible that when an effectual door opens for me, that there are many adversaries there. The enemy's always there watching. He's always there monitoring and seeing. And, he doesn't want you to go up in glory. And this is a time that, I've been hearing in spirit, waking up, hearing higher, higher, go up higher, arise, arise, arise. Arise, for my light is upon you. My glory is upon you. And, you are going to be a light in this darkness. And, God's trying to take us up from glory to glory to glory. And, there are many doors open, but there are many doors too in our past. And it's hard, when they close. And you don't get explanations sometimes from God when doors closes in relationships, homes, family, jobs, sometimes God just doesn't tell you. His ways are not our ways. His ways are higher than us. And, his thoughts are not our thoughts. And, you just have to have faith, and you have to keep going, and you're going through. And I want to share a couple things with you guys about this. It's a quick word. I did have about 4 days ago, a vision. It was a vision dream. I was in and out of sleep, and I was sitting on my porch, my deck, and I saw a bus come up, and I got on this bus, and it was going. And then all of a sudden I was back on my deck, and I thought, I raised my hands up, and I was praising God. And I said, God, I want to feel you. I know you're here. I feel you. And I said, touch me, Lord, touch me. And I could feel the electricity start hitting my hands. And then all of a sudden I said, I want to go there. I want to be with the bus. My spirit went right beside the bus. And it was like on the passenger side mirror. My spirit was just there. And this bus started going. I was a part of the bus. And we started going, through towns and cities. And I was looking at buildings, just normal. Then all of a sudden, it's like the gas pedal was accelerated. It's like we started going fast. Like somebody put the pedal to the metal. And we started accelerating. And we were just passing cars, passing and going. And, when I was coming out of this and coming to my senses here on earth, waking up, I heard the Lord say, this isn't a time of acceleration. This is a time that I'm accelerating my body, my children, and then we're also rising. We're going up and up and up levels. But that's what he's been talking to us for a while now, especially the beginning of this year and the end of last year, is to get your passports ready. Not only is that spiritual, it's also physical. You know, it's both. You know, spirit does parallel what's happening physically. So, you know, I went on a limb and got my passport, and I've been going. I'm going to be in West Virginia in May, Illinois speaking in June, and, you know, different places, other, you know, around here also, a lot of things that we're doing. But God is just, he's accelerating. It is a time for his church to accelerate. You know, when the enemy comes at you, you go harder. And, you know, that's one thing that God is doing. And the enemy sees that. He sees that. And this past few month, he has caused this storm. Now, I had a dream last night of this storm. Well, it was a dream or a vision. Sometimes I don't know. You know, sometimes I'm just here and I see visions. But sometimes when you're in and out of sleep, you don't know if it's a vision or a dream. But in any case, I was driving. And when I was driving, I was going down this road, just like, you know, in my town, a road. And I went up over a hill, and I knew I was going somewhere. I had to get to my destination. And I saw all these police cars and all these lights, like it was a roadblock or something. And the cars in front of me just stopped and turned around. They didn't want to go through. And then people behind me, I was looking at cars, and they were stopping and turning. But there was something inside of me. I don't know if it was the God inside of me. I don't know if it was faith or what it was. But I thought, I'm going to go. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to go. I got to get over there. This is where I'm going. I knew where I was going. So I said, I'm going to go. So when I drove on down, I saw what it was. I saw all the police cars. They were lined up. But I looked in the sky, and there was blackness that was dissipating. Like a storm had came, and it was leaving. It was starting to leave. And when I went down the road and thought, I'm going through it, you know, even though everybody was turning around, I'm going through it. There was all these leaves. There was all these branches from trees hanging, and they were on the road, blocking the road. And I saw these men. The cars also were not just policemen and emergency vehicles. They were actual workers that were cutting the limbs of these trees. I saw them hopping from tree to tree, and they were moving the debris from the road. And I got halfway there, and I woke up or came out, and God said in my spirit that he is moving the debris out of our life, out of our path that we must go on. He said, many have turned away because of this storm. And this storm has left a lot of debris in its wake, hasn't it? This battle that we've been going through. I know I still have debris, but I know that God, by his voice, by his promise, that he's moving it. He's moving all these leaves. He's moving all the branches and the trees that this storm and this warfare and these battles that we've been having lately in the past few months has caused in its wake. He is moving them out of our path, because we are going to get to that destination. You know, it says, Proverbs 3:5-6, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not into your own understanding, you know, but in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. He will make your path straight. So I want to encourage you today that God is moving the debris. He's accelerating. This is a time for acceleration in the spirit and here on earth. And I can just see in spirit these buses come into y'all's houses, and they're beeping their horn. And I just want to encourage you, pack your stuff, get ready, because God's getting ready to take you places, my friends. I'm telling you, and I'm prophesying, and I'm speaking it over you. God is going to take you to the highways and the byways and places. It is time. There's going to be some doors that's going to shut, some job doors, some, you know, relationships, families, churches, ministries, and things that you've been in. But he is setting you up for your destiny today. And he's going to remove. You have been faithful. I hear him say, you have been faithful, my child and my servant. And I'm going to remove the debris out of your way, out of your path. You're going to get there. You're going to get there. So I want to encourage you to keep going. I love you guys. I know this was a word for many. This was definitely a word for me, because we get to sometimes when, you know, hope is deferred, it makes the heart sick. And when you have all these things, you know, like me, and I know you guys that have been coming at us every way, and you feel like you're alone and you're standing alone. You're going to make it. He's going to get you through. God is going to get you through. I love you guys. We'll talk soon. God loves you. Keep going forward.